Paths of Glory is a pretty damn good World War I flick. The story based on the true events of 3 French soldiers who were executed for acts of cowardice, showing how sometimes if the enemy guns don't get you, your own guns will. And the story of a loyal, honest colonel who couldn't save the lives of his men even after the battle. To counter this goodness comes the force of brutality in the form of General Paul Mireau, the officer who sets up the trial for the free men for the battalion's loss. But is he really the monster who we think he is? The movie is mostly about how his version of justice is bad. It doesn't focus on his morality, but more about his principles of glory and his crusade against the people who prevent it. I will say this, he definitely doesn't have any fair judgment on the free men, not even looking at the facts. It's definitely of bad quality. The theme of this movie is, the higher officers are always bad and the lower ones are always good. And whatever you do, the ones with power will always win in the end. The appearance of the general is something to take note of too. It's a stereotype for the movie villain to usually have a scar on his face, but I think Kubrick's intention was to show that the scar came from his days in combat when he was closer to the action, meaning he's experienced what his own men have experienced. He's not a hypocrite. He knows what the French fighting man is capable of. He even goes down to talk to the men, showing them face to face on the same level shows his humanity. At the end, Mireau's undoing comes when his order to fire on his own men is exposed. But why did he even give the order? Mostly to get the company out of the trenches to aid the troops in the killing zone. It wasn't out of cruelty, it was to win the battle. But even when he was caught, he still took it like a soldier, just as the free men who were executed did. Something like this is very similar to the Tales from the Crypt episode Yellow. In reverse, Kirk Douglas is now the Mireau character. I won't spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but it does show a more cold and emotionless version of this man. It's more of the black and white example of a bad guy. Again, I'm just talking about the movie, not the real event this is based on. But most importantly, what do you think? Put in the comments your opinions. Please like and subscribe. This is Max Media signing out.